What's up, tubers? Welcome back to the channel. Got another What's in the Box video for you. Today we're looking at the Ford Lincoln Mercury Mark 7 LSC Pro Street. Pretty cool kit. It's about a year old of a repop. It's pretty cool. I'm super curious about that engine that's in there. I remember seeing it when it first came out. This is one of those kits that the color already spoke to me before I'd even seen any of them built up. And looking online, I didn't really see that many. I mean, there's that one guy, the Hippy Dippy channel, his build up, which is, you know, he always does them pretty relatively box stock. He has some constraints, I'm sure. But we're gonna tear into this one and take a look at it. See what's inside. What's up with that cool intake? Wow, tubbage and whatnot. And you know, like I said, it's a year old, but whatever. New to me. I mean, more than a year, but this repop. So let's slice it open and take a look. Get it and check it. Typical Revell manual, instruction sheet, whatever you want to call them. Black and white. Probably, oh wow, I was about to say, probably starts with the engine, and ironically it doesn't. And of course this engine's probably above and beyond. But it's got a nice cage to it, cool intake, and you know, I don't know, we'll see. These graphics, this decal pack. Try, pardon the reach. Try to get out of that bad habit. So you're looking at not my arm. That's pretty cool. Hot Rod Lincoln. We will try to use those, as well as a cool seat belts. You know, some other cool little stuff on it. I just wish those were other colors. That's probably my only complaint. The black and red. I might be able to make them work, but I have some other stuff in mind from, you know, my decal stash and from the striping. I mean, that's pretty simple striping. Probably do it myself. So we'll see how that goes. Nice clear reds. They're look to be in good shape. They're, you know, solid lenses. Look at these cool tires. Wow. Wow. Soft vinyl, no name, and then skinny fronts. That's super cool. And the cool part is that it's already been cut and formed so that those will fit in there. You don't have to do any fancy fabricating. Let's see. Front shields, rear windows, some other headlight markers in terms of what those look like. Tracking of the body without impaling myself. Put that over there with this. Yeah. Ow. Cool. Now, the other tube that I watched said that it can't be built stock. He was pretty adamant in the way he said that, which, you know, it did not come with stock. For the sake of demonstrations, you guys get to see yeah, you know, I mean, it doesn't come with stock wheels, but that's not to say, in my experience anyways, the large wheels, like, you know, big wheels, big wheel riders, I'll try to put a picture up here of an example. Those will fit nicely in these dragster cars. So that and the hood is really about, oh, here, you know, going all the way. And that's, yeah, you know, it wouldn't be stock. See, let's overuse air quotes here. A stock build for the kit that came like this with the balance that Okay, I'll stop. I would disagree. It could be made stock-ish. So, you know, a random unboxing. So there's the body. Nice lines, nice markings. As typical with Revell, the panel lines sometimes are a little bit shallow. Can be remedied with a scribing tool pretty easily. Or if you use a black primer, it helps pull those out. Single piece tubbed chassis. Nice big tubs. All looks good. Looks like a little fuel cell there. You know, I'm sure it's a cool kit. I look forward to it. Rear bumper, valance, stock, lower and upper dashboard. So, you know, you could go off on that portion of the interior with continuing onto the stock door panels, you know. Again, I looked on the internets and Googles and saw some of this stuff is pretty wild. Doesn't have a rear seat area, or I mean, it has, but it doesn't have a rear seat. So, you know, you got one in your stash, I'm sure you could come up with a back seat. All I'm saying is you could make it look kind of stock in the custom world that is today of what's considered a stock vehicle. And there's that giant motor. Well, I mean, not giant, 351, but it's still, let's say giant in fame, notoriety. What's that? Is that the steering wheel? No, it's some kind of brake something. I'm not sure. Round parts, square parts, long tubular parts. Does that help? Yeah. There's plenty of other unboxing channels out there. You know how we do it here. The wheelie bars, they're all pre-assembled. Is that broken or just no? Very cool. It's very cool. You know, and again, if you wanted to use this stuff somewhere else, this roll cage assembly and all the tubage, we'll see. We'll see what happens when I build mine. Let's get into the last bag here of the goodies that will contain engine stuff and wheel stuff. Wow. Wow. It's like, yeah, chrome firewall. That's expensive in the real world. You're gonna take your firewall and chrome it. I mean, how would you even do that? Would you take it out, cut it, and then chrome it, and then weld it back in? That doesn't make any sense. This kit, actually, as the side panel said, this was all Revell's idea, their design. They came up with this. They said, well, we're gonna make a, you know, pretty cool. I mean, I gotta say, the pictures of, oh, that's a nice tank. Solid one piece. Ooh, that might get used somewhere else. Very cool. Good looking stuff. One thing about Revell, their chrome is usually pretty nice. It's one of the reasons I was sort of attracted to this kit. I remember when it came out, I was like, oh, that's sort of cool. You know, we do the different. Those wheels really have some neat depth to them. I mean, they're molded open so you can see through, but there's also the detail lines. Those are going to look really good with a little black wash. But this, dual fans, the nice details on the fan blades, where was the, oh, that's the other tubage, part of the intake stuff. So I've got some filters that might look good on there too, those 3D filters that I print. And that nose piece, and then rear, or behind the headlights, which will make it look really cool. Chrome mirrors. Pretty bitchin'. I'm pretty excited about this kit. I mean, it's one of those that sort of went under the radar and then popped up, and I was like, huh. It was priced really well. My local hobby shop they're pretty good about, you know, keeping new old stock and recent stock, and then they'll, you know, if it sits on the shelf for a while, they'll mark it down. It's been there for a year. So, mine now. That's about it. Thanks for watching. This stuff's coming soon. Ooh, wee. This is pretty much the first video reveal of this ever. Wow. Wow. Oh, what? What? Faux Kinney.
And if you don't stop driving that hot rod, Lincoln.